Hi, my name is Darya Johnson Marshall, and this is my submission for the Indie Track Shadowing Assessment. I had the words instrument, ceiling, and surface, and so with those ideas, I made a game mechanic in Godot engine. The game mechanic is that the blue ball that is in the scene responds to the keys being played on the xylophone, and the objective of this mechanic is to get the ball to reach the ceiling, and once it touches that surface, the game is won. All of the keys are accurate, they're on a C scale, and I built this with Godot because I've been experimenting with it recently and I just found it very interesting. So I'll show you around my workspace. So this is my main scene where I have most of the game logic put together. I have some art, so some of the materials are here, and the FBX file for the xylophone that I acquired is here as well. This folder holds all the different wave files of the different keys for each one of the keys on the xylophone, and different scenes are kept here. The xylophone has colliders for each of the different keys so that it's able to detect which one is being pressed uniquely. They have the colliders and they have the sound that gets played in the script. And this is a simple ball made just out of a rigid body and a coding shape and a mesh instance with a blue albedo. I have some scripts that I used to make this project, and they're pretty simple. This is the main script. All it does is listen for a note being played from the xylophone, and then it communicates to the ball to float. In the xylophone, I created a custom signal that detects every time that the signal is played. So the process function is for key presses. So play high C is A and play D is the S key. And I also have functions, input event functions for the colliders for if the mouse actually triggers the event. And then it does the same thing, it plays the note and emits a signal which goes to main. Lastly is the ball, extends rigid body. I use a float impulse variable. I set the velocity to 0. I've connected it to UI so that I can control the appearance of the UI at the end. And I use a central impulse in order to force the ball up each time that this function is called. When it enters the area of the ceiling, it prints this in the console so that I can check, sets when to true, and starts the timer. As long as when is true, then the UI will be shown, and once the timer goes off after 5 seconds, then it is false, and it hides the UI again, which is the default state. So now I will show you how the game plays. So it's very simple, either using the keys A through K or 1 through 8. I can affect the ball and play the different keys, or I can click in order to play it, and it gets lifted a small amount each time, and keep playing a key, then eventually it rises to the top. And the objective is to get it all the way to the top, and once it does, it is a pass. This UI element displays for 5 seconds, and then it goes away, and then you can go again. So this can be expanded in numerous different ways, but this is the most basic mechanic that I wanted to showcase. Thank you for watching.